Asterisk a black entrepreneur walks into a national TV interview and within minutes flips the entire country on its head. The host tried to tear him down, but his response? It left the studio speechless and the internet on fire. What he said next wasn't just bold, it shook America to its core. This is the moment Malik Johnson went from businessman to a movement. Asterisk it all started on a quiet Thursday night. The kind of night when most people are winding down, flipping through channels, or scrolling aimlessly on their phones. But tonight, millions of Americans have their eyes locked on one particular interview. It was supposed to be just another primetime sit-down, another celebrity, another business mogul, another polished conversation filled with surface-level questions and rehearsed answers, asterisk, but within minutes, it became clear this wasn't going to be just another anything, asterisk across from each other. Under the harsh glow of studio lights and the blinking eyes of a dozen cameras, sat the people from very different worlds. Asterisk on one side, Malik Johnson, calm, composed, dressed in a crisp navy blue suit that reflected his journey from humble beginnings to headline success. Born in South Chicago, raised by a single mother, Malik had turned a small garage hustle and a $500 loan into a tech empire worth over $1 billion. He wasn't just a businessman. He was a symbol of resilience, strategy, and self-made. Grit. Asterisk on the other side, Catherine Steele, icy, poised, and razor-sharp with her words. A veteran anchor known for grilling CEOs, cornering politicians, and going viral for her gotcha moments. She'd made a career out of putting powerful people on edge, and tonight, her eyes gleamed with that same familiar spark, like a hunter ready to strike. Asterisk she leaned forward with her signature smirk, a blend of charm and challenge, and delivered her opening line. Asterisk, your success is impressive, Mr. Johnson, but let's be real, don't you think you just got lucky? Asterisk it was a jab, veiled as a compliment. Asterisk the studio fell silent. Asterisk even the cameramen stopped moving. Interns froze behind their clipboards. Producers in the control room leaned toward their monitors. Asterisk and Malik. He didn't flinch. He didn't fumble. He didn't blink. Asterisk instead. He leaned in, slowly, deliberately, and returned her smile. But his smile wasn't sharp or smug. It was the kind of smile that comes from someone who's fought too hard, sacrificed too much, and come too far to let anyone reduce his journey to luck. Asterisk what came next would silence the room and ignite a firestorm across America. Asterisk with confidence and calm. Malik looked Catherine in the eye and responded, not with anger, but with truth. Asterisk luck. Catherine, he said, his voice firm and unshaken. Luck didn't sleep in my car for 2 years. Luck didn't get denied 47 bank loans. Luck didn't watch my mother work 3 jobs just to keep the lights on. Luck had nothing to do with this. Grind did. Asterisk for a moment. Time stood still. Asterisk the studio, once buzzing with quiet whispers and camera clicks, was dead silent. Even the crew, seasoned professionals who had seen dozens of interviews, were visibly stunned. A few jaws dropped. One assistant near the stage whispered, "Did he really just say that?" Asterisk Catherine sat frozen, blinking slowly, searching for a comeback. But there wasn't one. Not this time. Asterisk, and while the cameras kept rolling, something far bigger was unfolding beyond the studio walls. Asterisk within minutes of the segment airing, clips of Malik's response flooded the internet. Someone posted it to Twitter with the caption, "This is not just an answer, it's a life lesson." It had over 1 million views in an hour. On TikTok, creators stitched Malik's words into motivational montages, while others recreated his speech with tears in their eyes. Asterisk on YouTube, reaction videos popped up like wildfire, some from influencers, others from everyday people who just needed to say, "Thank you, Malik." Asterisk hashtag Malik Johnson was trending. In 12 countries, people called it the clapback of the year. Celebrities tweeted it. Athletes quoted it. Educators shared it in classrooms. And parents sat with their kids replaying the clip, saying, "Listen to this. This is what hard work sounds like." Asterisk, but it wasn't just the boldness of his words. It was the honesty behind them. Asterisk he didn't raise his voice. He didn't attack. He told the truth. A truth so raw, so deeply personal, that it echoed far beyond that studio, into homes, into hearts, into history. Asterisk and yet, for all the noise it made online, what happened next was even more powerful. Asterisk because Malik Johnson wasn't finished. Asterisk not even close. Asterisk Catherine Steele, known for her cold control and pointed questions, had never been so visibly shaken. For the first time in her career, she wasn't driving the interview, Malik was. Asterisk still trying to recover, she pressed on, her voice a little tighter now. Asterisk, but Malik, she said, flipping through her notes, some would argue that programs like minority business grants and diversity initiatives gave you a leg up. Isn't it fair to say that those played a big role in your success? Asterisk, the tone was polite, but the implication was sharp. You didn't do this alone. Asterisk, Malik didn't flinch. Asterisk, he looked right at her and said, asterisk, you mean the program's designed to get people like me the same starting line others are born with? Let's be clear, Catherine, equality isn't favoritism. Giving someone a fair shot isn't charity. It's justice. Asterisk, the silence returned, but this time, it was heavier. It wasn't just tension. It was realization. Asterisk, let me ask you something. Malik continued, why is it that when a black entrepreneur rises, people search for shortcuts or handouts that must have helped him, but when others rise, it's just called ambition? Why is our success always questioned? Asterisk, you could hear a pin drop. Asterisk, the audience behind the cameras, mostly silent, professionals, began to shift. A few nodded. Some clapped, unsure if they should. Even Catherine, trying to maintain composure, seemed to realize that this wasn't just another segment. This was a moment. Asterisk, Malik leaned in slightly, not aggressively, but with purpose. Asterisk, this isn't just about me. It's about every young black kid who's told he's too loud, too poor, too street smart to make it. It's about every mother who prays her son makes it home safe and successful. I'm here not because I'm lucky. I'm here because I refuse to quit, even when. Asterisk, quitting seemed easier than breathing. Asterisk, boom. Asterisk, the energy in the studio shifted completely. No longer an interview. This was a reckoning. Malik wasn't defending his journey anymore. He was defining it, live, in front of a nation. Asterisk, and America. Asterisk, it wasn't just watching. Asterisk, it was listening. Asterisk, by now, the live broadcast had run far longer than expected. Producers in the control room considered cutting to commercial, but no one dared to interrupt. The studio was electrified, and out in the real world, it was on fire. Asterisk, Malik wasn't just trending. He was transforming the conversation. Asterisk, as the interview went on, Catherine, to her credit, dropped her combative tone. She stopped interrupting. She stopped trying to steer the direction, because now, she wasn't the interviewer. She was the listener, just like everyone else. Asterisk, Malik began to share his journey in full. Asterisk, he talked about the startup days, coding websites in the back of his 2003 Toyota while parked behind fast food restaurants for Wi-Fi. He spoke about how banks slammed doors in his face, how investors dismissed his ideas until they were repackaged by someone else. But he kept pushing, kept showing up, kept building. Asterisk, then came the turning point. Asterisk, you know, he said, looking directly into the camera, I used to think success was about escaping the struggle. Now I know it's about elevating others through it. Asterisk, he told stories of hiring ex-felons no one else would trust, training single mothers in tech skills, and building mentorship programs in the very neighborhoods he came from, not as charity, but as strategy. Asterisk, I don't want to be the only one eating. He said, I want to build the table. Asterisk, that line hit like thunder. Asterisk, clips of it spread instantly. Students posted it. Teachers printed it. One public school in Detroit played it during morning announcements. Malik had become more than a headline. He had become a symbol of hope, grit, and what's possible when no one hands you anything, but you build everything anyway. Asterisk, celebrities reached out. Athletes reposted the interview with captions like, this is what real leadership looks like. A major university offered him an honorary doctorate within 48 hours. Asterisk, but Malik wasn't chasing fame. Asterisk, he declined follow-up interviews from major networks. Instead, he flew home to speak at his old high school. In a crowded gymnasium full of wide-eyed teens, he said, asterisk, you don't need 1 million followers to be powerful. Just a reason to keep going, even when no one believes in you yet. Asterisk, America didn't just hear Malik Johnson that night. Asterisk, it felt him. Asterisk, the morning after the interview. Headlines across every major outlet told the same story in different ways. Asterisk, black entrepreneurs interview stuns the nation. Asterisk, Malik Johnson's words spark national conversation on opportunity and equity. Asterisk, one man, one truth, millions. Inspired. Asterisk, but Malik didn't care about headlines. He wasn't chasing sound bites. He was building something bigger. Asterisk, when reporters swarmed outside his office for a statement, he simply smiled and said, asterisk, the interview's over. Now the work begins. Asterisk, and he meant it. Asterisk, Malik launched a new initiative that very week, the Ground Up Project, a nonprofit dedicated to funding minority-owned startups, providing business training in underserved communities, and offering mentorship programs nationwide. Within a month, the program had raised over $20 million in donations, not from celebrities or corporations, but from everyday people who believed in his mission. Asterisk, teachers, nurses, single parents, college students, they weren't investing in a man, they were investing in a movement. Asterisk, Catherine Steele, the very host who tried to challenge him, released a video message just days later. It wasn't offensive. It was humble. Asterisk, in my 20-year career, She said, I've never experienced anything like that moment. Malik Johnson didn't destroy me. He destroyed the assumptions I didn't realize I was holding. I'm listening. Now, we all should be. Asterisk, and perhaps most importantly, young people started to believe again. Asterisk, social media flooded with posts like, asterisk, because of Malik. I finally believe I can be more than my zip code. Asterisk, this man spoke everything my father never got to say. Asterisk, I'm building my business now. No excuses. Asterisk, in one unforgettable moment, Malik did more than defend his legacy. He redefined what it means to rise. Asterisk, he showed the world that the real power doesn't lie in shouting the loudest, but in speaking the truth with conviction. That being underestimated isn't a curse, it's fuel. That resilience, when paired with purpose, can shake the pillars of privilege. Asterisk, and as Malik walked away from that studio, holding no grudge, offering no boastful words, just a quiet confidence. One thing was clear. Asterisk, he didn't just make history. Asterisk, he changed it. Asterisk, if this story moved you, if it made you think, reflect, or feel inspired, then don't forget to hit that like button. Asterisk, subscribe to the channel for more powerful and eye-opening stories like this one. And make sure you turn on the bell icon so you never miss a moment that matters. Asterisk, drop a comment below and tell us what part of Malik's story hit you the hardest. We read every word. Asterisk, until next time, stay inspired, stay strong, and never let anyone define your limits.